Bet y'all never saw that coming, right? Volume, volume. Volume, my you, volume, volume. Come on, put it up, put it as a whole. Watch it up today, I'm on top again. We no matter when they do, we no matter when they say they can't bring to the plan to the way. We on top for sure. We no matter when they do, we no matter when they say they can't bring we down, and they know we on top again. We no matter when they do, we no matter when they say, and you depend on the way you walk up on the problem. Sometimes you're ready to yourself and you can, but I grew up with the father, you bigger than them. Everything change your calm and do up all of them. One time when them about them, you your friend with the people and your work, we do what they can't take. Do up with them and your life, do what they be your friend. And you come in on your word and I hit them warning. Like a pain, I put it like a pain, a pen. So the whole of them want to take to my friend. So let them move and do not come again. Do what I understand, you don't need them and talk again. We no matter what they do, we no matter what they say, they can't bring to me plans on the way. And we can talk to some. We no matter what they do, we no matter what they say, they can't bring we down and they know we can talk again. We no matter what they do, we no matter what they say. Trouble it's a come and no sell no blow. Just sleep at night and me bring overflow. That is for me mind when me be explode. Don't waste my time cause you know me a big out. Give me yes, give me no, them I know. Don't question me work and they pin up a fish show. Let me down to the room and the type where you go. One door close then I'm walking you go. Perseverance and the feel that I'm in the combo. Let me live it on me life when me positive and flow. One top again. We no matter what they do, we no matter what they say, they can't bring to me plans on the way. We on top for sure. We no matter what they do, we no matter what they say, they can't bring me down. Put it up. If you guys want to get the rest of the song, that's my newly released single. It's on iTunes, Sir Venam. S-I-R-V-E-N-A-M. How you guys doing? As was mentioned before, my name is Patrick Malcolm. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, straight up. I don't want you to judge me according to what I've accomplished. It wasn't handed to me. The people I see stepped out just now, let me tell you something, man. That's the first move you gotta make if you want to get out of your situation. The only thing standing between you and the car you want to drive, the house you want to live in, the family you want to have, the money you want to make, the only things standing between you and those accomplishments, your thoughts and your actions. The limit is when you say stop. You know, I'm the author of this book. The limit is when you say stop. A year ago actually, Representative Marius M. Scavello from the 179th Legislative District. One day I was cutting my grass and my phone rang and I saw this strange number and I picked it up and I answered. And I found out later that he read my book and he wanted to give me a television interview. I never even knew who these people were because see, I live in the Poconos, so I just go home and stay here and don't go out, don't do nothing because I hate the cold, especially this time of year. So I don't really have friends in places, I don't go bungee jumping and I don't go messing with them things. Brothers don't mess around like that. We don't do those things, and I don't go hunting. But I just love the country, because I grew up in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the house. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I was born and raised in Jamaica, that's my family right there. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I don't care where you go in this world, you're gonna find Jamaicans. And they all like me, they got 10 jobs. But to get back to what we were talking about, Marius Scavello, somehow he got a copy of my book. And he read the book, and then, long story short, he invited me on his television show. interviewed me, asked me a couple questions about the book. If you go to my website, thelimitedwednesdaystock.com, you can see my interview with him. And after my interview was over, he pulled me to the back and he said to me, I need to talk to you. I said, okay, well, what's up? He said, you know, for 39 years, I've been in politics. And I've been thinking about running for the Senate. But I feel like I'm too old now. So, I don't think it's for me. But I'm going to tell you this. I read your book. And after reading your book, I called my team and I told them, it's now or never. Not only did he ran, as a matter of fact, September 5th last year, he announced my book as his source of inspiration for running for the U.S. Senate. Now check this out. Not only did he won his constituency, he also won his opponents by a landslide. And now he's Senator Mario Scavello. Okay? What I'm trying to say to you guys, think about this. You only live once. That's it. You are the only person who can change your life. Nobody can. Change starts with you, not around you. If you want something you never had before, you have to do something you never done before. Life is a factor of two extremities, being alive and being dead. Whatever you accomplish in between is called your legacy. What legacy are you creating? What legacy have you created? What legacy are you leaving behind? See, some people think that life ends at death. No. If you don't believe me, take a look at the people in your neighborhood that nobody want to deal with the kids because their mama was no good. Take a look at the people who nobody want their daughter marrying in their family because the whole family, just like their daddy, are criminals. It's a legacy that you're creating. If you don't change your life, nobody else can. Whenever you start or get into anything in your life, there's always be those people who will discourage you. See, it's so strange that people focus so much on the negative. You tell somebody, hey, I have a great idea for you, and the first thing that comes to most people's mind is, okay, what's the catch? All right, and then you explain to them there's no catch, and then they start thinking, okay, but maybe I'll fail if I do this. Maybe I'll fail. Maybe I'll... And it's so many negative questions they want to ask. So many negative situations they want to put themselves in. Listen, success starts in the mind. And if you cannot see yourself being successful, chances are you'll never be successful. You have to walk, talk, act successful. Success has to be that signature that represents you. However you present yourself, that's how you'll be treated. People will always treat you the way you present yourself. And yes, I'm telling you, believe me, I've been in so many different situations, but I am who I am. See, I came out here and I performed that reggae song, and most of you guys never even thought about me doing that. Why? I don't look like a guy who do that. But that's why I get paid the big bucks. See? Because everybody thought, hey, if I told you, if you heard a recording artist, I'm like, oh, you're a gospel singer. I don't even know one gospel song. I probably know half of one if I look in the book. See what I'm saying? But it's not, how do you say it? It's the words you use. You see, music can come in any form. It's just the lyrics. You know, what are you saying? in the music. So it doesn't matter. Don't limit yourself. Don't worry about what people think about you because of what you're going to do. People are always going to have something negative to say about you. Doesn't matter how great of a person you are. You'll always be known for your last mistakes because we live in a world where you're measured by your success but judged. Thank you. If I come in this room right now and I give each person $10, you know this is the Jamaicans, right? I won't call it immigration, not understand. Oh my God. Oh shit, I finally got my paperwork, not this time. I ain't gonna need no more. You know? But anyway, I love you, sister, I love you. You know, I don't know her, so don't believe me now. There's no reward. I'm just joking. I don't know this lady. You know? But what I'm trying to say to you guys is this, right? It doesn't matter who you are. You're always going to be known for your last mistakes. But I'm here to tell you, you are not your mistakes. Your mistakes does not define who you are. You define who you are. I'm going to ask you a question. It's a very simple question. Tell me one thing in this world that cannot use a little improvement. One thing. It's not in this world because you've never seen it before. You heard about it. You know what I'm talking about. Tell me one thing. One thing that we come in contact with on a daily basis. Let me tell you something, guys. There's nothing in this world that could not use a little improvement. So you'll never be perfect. So don't be afraid to fail. You never fail. You just gain new experiences. That's basically what it is. I'm going to read you something from my book because my time is limited. And I'm going to read you a title that's called Your Efforts. And yes, I do have Bible verses in it because I believe in God and I believe in the Bible. Be ye strong, therefore, and let not your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded. And that's in 2 Chronicles 15, verses 7. Okay? Now, your accomplishments will be reflected by your effort. The task of doing something can sometimes yield unpredictable results. Therefore, preparing for the worst case scenario can sometimes prevent us from becoming discouraged. Nothing in life that's worth keeping comes easy. So one has to apply more effort the closer they get to their goals. The feeling of discouragement is natural when faced with difficulties. But in most cases, if one should just take a moment to reflect on where they're coming from, they'll soon realize that they have come too far to turn back now. The point is, try not to focus on where you are. Instead, focus on where you are coming.